Hey guys, and welcome to Red Alert, the place for newbies, indies, as well as low budgeters. Today guys, we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video, more of a discussion video. I thought we'd just sit here and talk about a topic that's been on my mind recently and that I've seen a lot of other people talk about, so I decided let me share my thoughts on it, and that is about film school and whether I'm choosing to go there or not. So before we get started, let me just share immediately my decision, and that is I'm not going to film school. And before we get into the actual reasons for this and have a discussion about this, let me just say that this video is not meant at all to discourage any of you from actually going to film school. What you actually choose to do with your life after high school or whenever you're actually deciding to do this is completely up to you. It's based on your financial situation, it's based on your life situation, your goals, and your motivations in this world. I mean, it has nothing to do with me. And just because I'm personally deciding not to, actually go to film school, and what I'm about to tell you about why I'm deciding to do that and what it means to me, doesn't mean that that's necessarily the right decision for you. Essentially, why I'm making this video is just to open a discussion about this, because especially on this channel, a lot of us have dreams of becoming filmmakers, or sort of continuing on this path of becoming a filmmaker. And whether it's on YouTube or whether it's maybe in the bigger big budget world of things in Hollywood or something like that, we all have these dreams, and whether we get there through film school or other ways, it's totally up to us, and it's totally up to you specifically. So this video is just meant to open a discussion about that. We can talk about it in the comments, we can discuss it on the community tab of this channel. You can email me, you can Twitter me, we can talk about it, and sort of just broaden the horizons of all of us so that we can make the best decision for us. So film school is different in every single country. For example, here we have a film school called AFTA, African Film something. But I'm in South Africa, and that's why we have AFTA. And also some of the universities over here do offer degrees in film, and they may be different. I know I've heard of things such as Full Sail University and things like that. I don't even know. University does cost a lot of money in a lot of places, and that could be one factor that deters a lot of people from it. And also the sort of market for jobs in the film industry, that's also something that deters people away from it. And essentially, while both of those things do have an influence on me and do affect my decision, the main reason that I don't want to actually go and study filmmaking at a university or at a technicon or even online is because of the restrictions I feel it would put on me. So I started making films when I was like, 14? And I've told this story multiple times. It basically started when I got a school project to make a short little silent movie, and after that I really fell in love with it. I really fell in love with how everything just clicked together and connected in that final edit. All of your hard work, recording all those videos, putting in that time and effort. I mean, just sitting here with these lights on me, it takes a lot out of you to record a lot of things and to make a full-on movie, especially with your friends who get tired, who get irritated, to put all of that together in the edit, add a piece of music, just a simple type of edit. Everything clicks together. I edited it in Windows Movie Maker, which you can't even download anymore. It just clicked together, and that feeling really drove me to continue making. And I kept making, and then in 2016, I think it was, I launched this channel, and it was completely different. And from there it continued to grow. Well, actually no, I launched it in 2014, but in 2016 I really started the Red's effects, and I started growing, and the rest is history. And so obviously I'm not choosing not to go to film school because I don't like filmmaking. We all know I love that. But essentially my thoughts on film school is that if I do decide to pursue this as my one true thing in life, that means that I only have one thing going for me. I have all of this on YouTube, which is my outlet for a lot of things, my creative outlet, and essentially I'm making that my job. Not necessarily YouTube being my job, but filmmaking, because I'm going to film school. I'm making that definite decision that yes, this is what I'm doing with my life. I'm only going to do filmmaking. Whether that change later in the future, let's say for argument's sake, filmmaking is the only thing I would do, and I would enjoy it. I mean, I would enjoy that type of thing, but like I said, this is a creative outlet for me. You can't necessarily tell me that in film school everything is about just making films. You have to learn a lot of theory, you have to learn a lot of background things, you have to learn about the history of film and things like that. It's not necessarily, ooh, here's a cool red camera, here's a Canon C200, go make a movie. It's nothing like that. It's a lot of, it's like just like art school. If you want to go to art school, you don't necessarily just get to paint pictures or draw things or do whatever you love doing in art. You have to do what the degree demands you to do, because you need to be a qualified professional. You need to know all of those different aspects about it. And so that definitely puts me off a lot. It's a huge, if I could say, turn off for film school, because I don't like being restricted in what I need to do, and I don't like being told what to do. And that's another aspect of it. It's because if you graduate from film school, you have that degree, you need to find a job now. You aren't necessarily going to immediately be able to be on a set making a movie that you want to make. You need to be able to be flexible. You must be hired by lots of different places, do whatever you want to, whatever they want to do, know what you want to do. Whether that means you have to be a photographer for weddings, a wedding videographer for a little bit, then maybe you jump onto a film set so you can be a first AD, or maybe you jump on a film set just so you can sweep the set. You need to work up to that level. And I think about that, in my perspective, is why do I need to do that? I know how to use a camera. I know how to make films, kind of. I make my own short films. That's my decision. I write what I want to make, and I make what I want to make. I don't have someone else handing me a script saying, you need to make this movie and you can't change a single word because that's my vision, you just go and film it. Like, I don't like that, because that's restricting me in my creative outlet. You know, everything else in life, I understand there are restrictions. For example, you need to pay your bills. You need to be able to support your family. You need to be able to, follow the rules of the road. You need to do all these things, that's these restrictions on you that you need to do because you don't have a decision when it comes to that. But when it comes to this, my creative outlet, I want to be able to be the one who's in charge, that says exactly what I want to do and when I want to do it. And sure, eventually when you work up to that high level, like the levels that a lot of these directors in Hollywood are, I mean, Steven Spielberg doesn't say yes to a script unless he likes it. And if he wants to change something, the script writer isn't going to be like, no, it's my vision. He's going to say, yes, Mr. Spielberg, change it. So when you get to that level, obviously then you have this freedom that I'm talking about. But when you're just starting out, you definitely are at the mercy of other people. And a lot of people have said, what I've heard about from a lot of people, is that when you just graduate film school, you do need to live out of a trash can for a bit, especially if you want to stand on your own 2 feet. And what I would rather do in my life is pursue something else, get a degree or a job in something else, have it provide me the income, and obviously not something that I hate, something that I would, enjoy, have it provide me an income, and also be able to do this on the side as a hobby, continue to make short films with my friends, continue to make tutorials for you guys and make YouTube videos and, things like that, courses and stuff like that, and teach what I know and still grow my own knowledge base without having those restrictions, because I'm the one who's financing my own projects. I get to say what I want to do and when I want to do it. I'm the boss, me. Not anyone else, just me. And so those essentially are my thoughts on film school, is that I don't hate film school, I'm not against film school. If you feel that you actually like the idea of, working up the ladders and getting to eventually, because the thing is that without film school, there is a lot of things you don't get. Like, that's something I haven't talked about really, is that the cons of not going to film school is that if you do want to be hired on a big set, you need to have some sort of qualification behind your name. Like, let's say you go and become, an engineer, and now you want to go on a film set, like, you do have a qualification, but it's not for anything related to what you want to do over there. You'll be like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. They'll be like, we don't care. Give us a degree. And unfortunately, that's how the world works. I do think it's changing. I definitely do think it's changing, because there's more and more directors that are making huge strides, women and men, that have no qualifications in film. They just have that drive and that creative passion to create something. And so maybe in a few years it changes. But right now, if you do want to work on a big set and you want to be hired, you need to have a lot of big budget things behind your name to prove your worth, which someone like me and someone like you might not have. Or you need to have the qualification that says at least you were taught how to do it, so therefore you should be able to. And so not going to film school definitely cuts off that type of opportunity, unless you somehow be able to, get the attention of someone by making a short film. A lot of directors actually make short films. That's really good. They finance it themselves. They show it to studios, and then studios, are more willing to hire them or upgrade that film and make it into a full feature-length film. But it definitely helps to have a degree. And so it's up to you to decide what you think is best for you. Whether you want to go that full official route, getting a degree in film, really cool, that's a big flex. Or if you want to, do it quietly on the side, enjoy your passion. And for me, I feel I don't want to be a big director in Hollywood. I don't want to have my own Netflix series, even though that'd be pretty cool. And Netflix, if you're watching, hit me up. I'm a sellout. For Netflix, I'm a sellout. Who's not a Netflix? The point is, I don't necessarily want to get to that level. You know, it's not the main inspiration. My main aspirations are to just make what I want to make, and you know, make it well. And that's what I'm comfortable with. And so yeah, those are my thoughts on film school and, you know, my general direction of where I'm thinking of going in life. And I'm really curious to hear what you guys think, what your choices are, and what you actually want to do with your life, especially when it comes to something like film school. I feel like it'll be good to have a discussion and share thoughts and opinions about this. This isn't a video I'm making for views. Like, this is not a topic that will get views. Like, people are gonna look at me like, oh, I don't care, what the hell, I don't care what you think, who the hell is this guy? But for the few of you that are here that watch a lot of my videos and always telling me that you're excited about my new videos and stuff, I feel like that's who I'm making this video for, to sort of share it with you and to get your thoughts on it. Because a lot of you guys are in the same type of situation or same boat as me, of wondering like, whether film school is something you want to pursue, or maybe you should do it on the side and do something else. And I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So let me know in the comments below. Tweet me, you know, something like that. Twitter is @RedAlerted. And definitely in the comments, let's have a discussion. Let's talk about this, and let's you know, let's figure out, like, you know, what we all want to do. Because like I said, it's up to you. It's your decision, what you want to do and where you want to go in your life. And I'm just really curious to hear what that is. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, a little bit more raw, unedited, but it's something that's been on my mind and I want to talk to you guys with, and I have a platform, so why not put it out on there. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Definitely leave a like down below. Share this video with anybody else that's having to think about film school, or, you know, their general direction in life, or is being existential like me. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching my videos, commenting, telling me you enjoyed it, telling me ideas for new videos, and, you know, letting me know that you appreciate or at least tolerate what I'm doing on this channel, because it makes me happy to make these videos, and if it can make you guys happy as well, that's just a double bonus for me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.